We are live. Recording started.
Good evening, Gunjan ma'am. Good evening, Neha ma'am. Good evening, Chanddeep Kaur ma'am. Good evening, Bantu Kaur ma'am. Good evening, Babita ma'am. Good evening, Deepa ma'am. Good evening, Astha ma'am. Good evening, Rani ma'am. Good evening, Eden ma'am. Good evening, Srividya ma'am. Good evening, Celine ma'am. Good evening, Diksha ma'am. Good evening, Jayalakshmi ma'am. Good evening, Gayatri ma'am. Good evening, Payal ma'am. Good evening, Harmeet ma'am. Good evening, Pooja ma'am. Good evening, Sabita ma'am. Good evening, Shivani ma'am. Good evening, Shweta ma'am. Good evening, Gurpreet ma'am. Good evening, Jitendra Kaur. Good evening, Sonika ma'am. Good evening, Neel Kamal ma'am. Good evening, Navjot ma'am. Good evening, all. We'll wait for another 2 minutes for more teachers to join and then we will begin the session. Teachers, thank you very much for joining this webinar in this summer evening. And we would like to welcome you all to this webinar, which is on Little Champs today. And I hope you have seen the books on Little Champs, which have been already reached to your school. We'll start our session now, and I would like to welcome you all for this session on behalf of Oxford University Press India. My name is Poonam Borkar, and I am manager for academic excellence team for Oxford. And I would like to present you all for today's webinar. And I, with great enthusiasm, that I welcome you to the first webinar for the academic year 25-26, focusing on Oxford Advantage Little Champs for beginner, level 1 and level 2 learners. In today's session, we embark on an insightful journey into innovative and engaging learning methodologies that aim to shape confident, curious, and capable young minds. To guide us through this exploration, we have Ms. Deepa today as a facilitator whose expertise in curriculum development and integrated learning strategies is truly inspiring. Before I introduce her, here are few housekeeping norms that we will follow. I request you all that apart from the presenter's mic, you should keep your mic on mute, and this being a webinar platform, cameras are switched off too. This is done to keep distractions to the minimum. If you have any query, it is highly recommended that you make a note of it in your notebook. There is a high possibility that the query will get resolved as we go through the session. If not resolved at the end of the session, please put it in the Q&A section and our facilitators will pick it up and respond. We are trying to maintain very high quality of connectivity. However, just in case any issue occurs, we will keep you updated on the corrective measures we are taking. If you find disturbance in audio or video at your end, please log out and log in back. This usually resolves the issue. At the end of the webinar, you will receive a feedback link. Kindly take 5 minutes to fill in the feedback form. Once submitted, you will receive your certificate of participation in the box of your email. However, attendance of a minimum duration of 60 minutes is essential for the certificate to get generated. If you face any issue, please drop in a message in the Oxford Advantage WhatsApp group or speak to the manager, academic excellence assigned to your school. Now let us move to get introduced to the facilitator of the day. We have Ms. Deepa Chhabra, a distinguished educational professional with over 2 decades of experience in driving excellence in curriculum development, teacher empowerment, and integrated learning solutions. Deepa has successfully transformed educational experiences through her expertise in designing differential curriculum and implementation plans, concentric lesson structures, and teacher training programs. As the head of integrated services at Oxford University Press India, she leads with strategic vision, ensuring holistic student growth, enhanced teacher performance, and seamless blended learning approaches across diverse educational settings. Her rich professional journey spans renowned educational institutions and edtechs, where she has played an instrumental role in shaping pedagogical approaches, strengthening academic frameworks, and fostering leaderships in education. Deepa's commitment to innovation ensures that learning is not just about acquiring knowledge, but about fostering a love for education that stays with learners for life. With her profound knowledge and unwavering dedication to shaping early education, this session promises to be both enriching and thought provoking. Let's dive in and explore new possibilities in foundational learning together. Deepa, over to you.
Thank you, Poonam. Thanks, everyone. A very warm welcome and a good evening to all the teachers, those who have joined the call. Thank you very much for your time and showing your interest into our program Little Champs. I'm sure you are excited to explore a little chance as you move forward into the academic session. And I'm here to help you do this exploration a little bit along with you in this session. And I'll walk you through the program and we'll touch base its main components as we go through. Once again, a very, very warm welcome to each one of you, those who have joined. I request you to please participate in the session actively through your chats. We will read out all the chats, all the questions in the chat, and revert to you. Um, and here we go. Let's start. Preeti, can you please present the slides? Thanks. All right, so here we go. Let's get started. So we are going to talk about today pre-primary series, which is Little Champs, and I'm excited to help you explore the series, and we will go through all the components one by one. So to begin with, I would want all of you to grab a piece of paper and a pen, draw an emoji showing how you're feeling right now. Or alternatively, you can send me an emoji on the chat how you're feeling right now. Whatever is convenient to you, let's do that. I'll go through your emojis to assess what's your mood like before we get started. Yeah, I give you 30 seconds to do this, and I'm waiting for your emojis in the chat box. Let's see. All right. Let's see who comes first and share the emojis. Okay, lot of smileys I can see, a lot of love I can see. Some people are sharing even heart. Some people are feeling blessed. All right, quite a few emojis. Some people are in a celebration mode. Okay, not a bad day. Monday is not that bad also that we choose to celebrate. So amazing, amazing. Thank you for sending me your responses. Your responses are reaching us. Thank you very much. All right, I can already see people are usually in a good mood, either are in celebratory, feeling loved, or happy. Great. I can see a lot of good evening also popping up in the chat. Yes, a very, very good evening to all of you. Thank you. All right. I'm also very happy. Let me share my mood with you. Happy and excited to be with all of you, even virtually, but I'm very happy. Cool. Let's move on. Let's do a breathe in, breathe out exercise before we move forward. So, on the count of, three, let's breathe in. One, two, three. Take a deep breath. Breathe out. Once more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Are you doing this with me? All right. Let's breathe in, breathe out. Good evening, Jyoti ma'am. Yes, I notice you're from Wisdom School. All right. Now I need one answer from all of you. You can reply in the chat box. What is the most fun or adventurous thing that you have ever done? Give me a response in a word or a phrase quickly in the chat box. What is the most fun thing or an adventurous thing that you have done ever? Trekking, bungee jumping, rafting, dancing. Sorry, I'm reading your responses in the other chat box, so there's a lag. Listening music, okay, went escaping, bunking, rock climbing, swimming, rafting, playing with kids, horse riding, dancing, jumping, okay, singing, playing, editing, rafting, driving, all right, trekking, zip lining, some people say, okay, fully ranged, touch on a line, something like that, yoga, driving, dancing, trekking, playing with doll, okay, cool. Quite a few, fun things, I would say. And yes, why not? All right, great. Playing, kicking. Okay. Zumba, listening music, crafting. Okay. Rock climbing once again. Exercise with truck tire. Oh my God, that's a lot. Scuba diving. Interesting. Scuba diving, one more. Okay. Cool. I think we have a bunch of, courageous people. Those who have done a lot of, fun activities and also adventurous ones. So kudos to all of you. Great. Thank you, everyone, for considering this place as a safe space and sharing your things. I really enjoyed reading your comments. Thank you so much. Moving on. Do you think taking a few minutes to settle down before a session helps? Like we just did right away? I repeat my question. Do you think taking a few minutes to settle down before a session helps? I'm reading your chat. Okay, Renu ma'am says yes. Geeta ma'am says yes. Definitely, ma'am. She says a lot of teachers are saying yes. Okay. So I can see a lot of yeses in the chat box. Cool. Okay. Okay. All right. My next question to you is, would such things also help our students that are coming to the school for the first time? You think these kind of ice breaking activities will also help our students that are coming to the school for the first time? What do you think? Yes or no? Yes, they need time to get to know each other. Most of the teachers, it helps a lot, you're saying. Okay, definitely needed. So again, a lot of positive responses. Absolutely. All right, definitely. So you guys are kind of very sure about this, that yes, we must do some kind of informal talks before we actually delve deeper into the academic process in the classes or start a formal class. I agree. Cool. That's the reason that we also started our session something like this. Is it possible to incorporate similar activities into your classroom routine? Can we incorporate similar activities in our classroom routine? Ranjita ma'am says, yes, it helps to lighten our mood. Okay. Okay. It's quite essential. Mm-hmm. Okay. So one or two teachers said it is difficult, or one teacher also said no, probably you can't. Let's see if we can. Today I'm here to demonstrate that only. Okay. So kids will enjoy. Correct. Correct. All right. So most of the teachers, they say they agree that yes, we must incorporate similar activities into our classroom routine to break the ice, to create classroom as a safe space, so that students, they feel better, they feel connected, there is a bonding in the classroom before you actually start teaching them. They are experiencing school for the first time, so obviously they need, before they get into the learning mode, there has to be some connection, bonding with the teacher. Great. Moving on. To cater to this, we will start with the settling plans that we have in beginner. There is a plan which is demonstrated, which is like displayed on the screen. You can go through that. All these settling plans are also uploaded on the teachers corner on LMS. You can always go there, log in, and check them. So what do actually settling plans help beginner students? It is a kind of readiness for the first schooling experience. Okay, it helps them connect to the new environment. It also helps them in setting up in their daily regimes. And as I said, it helps students in creating that safe space in the classroom. All right, wherein they feel that, okay, they can trust this adult in the classroom. They can do a lot of free play a lot of games, and do a lot of music movement. With all these activities put together, uh, they feel they feel very safe, loved, wanted in the school environment as well. And that's how they start getting comfortable with the teacher. Once they get comfortable with the teacher, then only they can start responding to the teacher when teacher helps them, when teacher starts teaching them. All this we can do through free play, music and movement, games, free conversations, outdoor indoor games, storytelling sessions, which we have through medley magic and a lot of other things. So this plan essentially tells you what do you need to do exactly after every 30 minutes, and this is how you move on. Okay, so go and check these settling plans for beginner. So, you can see when children come to us on day one, are they really smiling and settled? No. The left hand side picture that you see, this is how somehow, children come in this kind of a mood. They're cranky. They always want to go back to their parents. They don't trust us, of course, on the day one. And then gradually, all of you, with your love, with your attention, with your engaging them into meaningful and wanted kind of activities, you engage them the way you can see in the second picture. And what is the result of these activities that you do with them, the safe space that you create with them, you can see in the last picture. And what it takes to do all this is free play. Let them play freely, of course, with some boundaries. Move and groove, which is your music and movement session, in which you sing along, you play some music, you dance along with the students, help them enjoy the music, because music also helps calm down students. You can also have a story time wherein you tell them a story with full expressions, with lots of props around, and that also helps them settle down in the classroom. You will come to know about their language level also, whether they are understanding, not understanding. It will help them in building their attention span as well. You can also do art activity, involve students into coloring activities. First, without the contours, without the boundaries, moving on to within the boundaries. Then there are a lot of indoor and outdoor games which are mentioned in settling days plans, will eventually help you. All right. So this was about settling days plans. Basically, before you start teaching 3-year-old students in your classroom, we need to help them settle down with the new environment, with new faces, so that they feel comfortable, and then they start listening to you. So please go back and refer to the settling days plans for the beginner students, those who are coming first time to our school, right? Now moving on to what will happen with level 1 and level 2. They are settled. They kind of know what is a school. They are kind of, most of the students, 70-80% students, those who come to level 1, they know what is school environment. They're used to of coming in a school van, settling now in the classroom, going at a particular time, etc. But does that mean that they don't need any settling time at all in the classroom? And you can, the moment they come in the classroom, can you start teaching them letters or numbers? I don't think so. That is also a right strategy for levels 1 and 2 as well. After all, they are also very young students. They're just 4-year-old and 5-year-old students. Therefore, for them, what do we need to do? We need to have a circle time. So let them sit down in a circle, okay, and have some informal conversation, have some vocabulary time, attendance in a creative time, calendar time, storytelling time, or maybe passing the ball, playing some indoor game like a Chinese whisper, or as simple as that. How was your Sunday? How was your weekend? How was your vacation? What did you do yesterday? What did you eat yesterday? As simple as that, these small conversations help students build that trust and safe space in the classroom with the teacher, so that they get ready for the class and the formal, and to receive the formal teaching that you're going to do in the due course of time, right? So do refer to the circle time plans also. As I said, circle time plans have a lot of activities around attendance, and followed by calendar activity. You discuss the day, date, with the students, month, season, weather, what all is going on. Just talk to them about this. And this is not for nursery, this is for level 1 and level 2. And then moving on to fit and fine session, which means doing a little bit of yoga, doing a little bit of exercise, as simple as that, movement of your neck, movement of your hands, shoulders, legs, etc. Then circle games, as you can see in the picture, make them sit in a circle. If your class arrangement does not allow students to sit on the floor, it's fine. You can also make a circle while sitting on the chairs. Teacher has to be at the level of the students, and that's how you play circle time games. It can be like passing the ball. I'm passing a ball to the next child, and the whoever gets a ball will have to just introduce themselves and say, "My name is Deepa, and I like to do this. I like to eat that." As simple as that, those kind of games can be played in circle time. Then you can also tell them stories from Medley Magic or any other classic stories. We have given you some options from Medley Magic. There are animations also for that. You can play those animations in the classroom during the circle time plans. You can also utilize this time to build daily vocabulary of the students. We have given some options in the circle time, and practice some mindfulness through deep breathing or some yoga, or identifying or recognizing the feelings, how to manage these feelings. All these things are also tackled in mindfulness. And if the students are of level 2, it's a very good time when you actually revise sight words. Okay, so maybe 2 words every day, and then you keep revising. By end of the week, they will have, at least they will be able to recognize and read at least 10 words. And 10 words per week is a lot for this age group that they'll be able to read. So all these things can be done in the circle time plans. This helps uh, you know, both of us, educators as well as students, to set the tone of the day. It puts both the parties on ease. Teacher is also comfortable. She knows that how is the mood of my class, what next she can pick up. And students are also comfortable. They know that, okay, they have enjoyed, they have listened to a story, or they have just sung a song, and now they are ready to move on to the more academic stuff. Yeah, so this is what is about circle time plans. So rather than moving on to core academics right in the morning, the moment they come, we need to do either settling days plans or circle time plans with beginner and level 1 and level 2 students. Moving on, now I'm coming to about what is the pedagogy of Little Champs. We all know, you have seen now, books have already reached all of you. So it is a thematic program. But why themes? Have you ever noticed that theme-based curriculum helps students in certain ways? I'll be very happy if you give me some answers in the chat box. By the way, NCF recommends organizing content into 3 ways. They have mentioned 3 approaches: theme-based, story-based, and project-based. And we are totally aligned with NCF. That is why we have picked up theme-based approach. So it's a beautiful, pedagogy. Lot of teachers are saying theme-based is good. It's an easy and understandable. I can see that already in the chat. Thank you very much. I have also some inputs. So it helps learners make deeper connections between all the subjects. NCF is again and again emphasizing on the fact that let us help students um, learn not in isolation but in integrated way. So thematic organization of content comes really handy when you want to teach them in an integrated way, and they learn about the environment and surroundings quicker, faster, and learning becomes very meaningful because they are able to connect dots between each other. Okay, so for for pre-primary, you all know that mostly you are mother teachers, those who are taking care of these kids throughout the day. Therefore, it is very difficult otherwise also for these students to be able to turn their switches, okay, from English to maths to general awareness. It just cannot happen with these kids. But when you gradually move or you explain the connection, and it comes organically in the books or in the worksheets, it just helps them. For example, you are doing theme food, and in maths you are giving them apples to count or apples to add. Organically you are revising the food item. You're not even you don't have it even to call out, you don't have to even call out that we have given pictures of apple because it is food theme which is going on. But when you do this, subconsciously it just gets revised, and it gives you just a better output. Yeah, so these are some benefits of theme-based approach. Moving on to what are our main offerings. I'm sure by now you have seen. In beginner, we have 4 themes. You have a workbook and a medley magic book, which has stories and rhymes. In level 1, we have 6 themes: shapes and colors, all about me, animals, food, holiday, weather. You have a workbook, you have a medley magic book, you also have an augmented reality based my magic coloring book, wherein children are supposed to color as per their imagination, and when they scan it through an app, wizard app, their imagination comes completely live, so which is very beautiful. And plus Hindi if you have opted. Same in the level 2. Just in one thing extra in level 2, theme 4 becomes plants and animals as a part of progression. Otherwise, 6 themes and same books that you have for level 1. So this is the main offering. We will talk about it in more detail. You know that in beginner in English we do show capital and small both letters, but our expectation is so far that they trace just the capital letters. In level 1, capital letters and lowercase letters, and in level 2, you do word families, blends, digraphs, diphthongs, and sentence writing too. It is basically a preparation for going to grade 1. Then in maths, in beginner, we do pre-math concepts and numbers 1 to 20. In level 1, pre-maths concepts and 1 to 50. In level 2, we do pre-maths concepts 1 to 100 and addition and subtraction 2. We also do number names and few more, other concepts like after, before, between, units, tens. All those things are also going on side by side. General awareness is as per theme. If the theme is food, obviously you will talk about food. If theme is holiday, you will talk about modes of transport, etc. Value quest, I will explain it to you in detail as we move on further. And Hindi is in level 1, we do Swar and Vyanjan. In level 2, we do revision of Swar and Vyanjan, and we introduce all the matras. Medley Magic is a book of stories and rhymes. In Hindi, this book is called Sune Sunaye Kathaएं Kavitaएं, which means it also has theme-based stories and poems. So this is what we offer along with this, and you also get an activity kit along with this, and there will be a dedicated session on activity kit by Swati in due course of time, and you will be explained how to use that activity kit. Our lesson plans also mention, quite clearly where to use activity kit and holistic progress card. we will have separate sessions for both these topics, as they will be full session like in their own. Moving on, so what is the pedagogy of Little Champs? NCF said there is a 5-step learning process. They call it as, um, this process as Panchati. What we have done is we have tried mapping the 5-step learning process, Panchati, with CHAMPS and align the meanings. Only curiosity part is extra because we feel before you introduce the concept, ignite that curiosity in the students. That happens in their curiosity. Otherwise, when they say Aditi means introduce, we also do the same in our hints part. You give them a hint and introduce the topic. When they say both, which is conceptual understanding, we also say action means now take the action, do the main core teaching here, and help them clear the concept. When they say abhyas, we say manifest, which means that do practice to absorb what has been taught and see whether you have understood or not. When they say ask questions, where we also say that probe means to investigate, check for understanding, see whether students have understood the concept or not. And when they say prasar, which means expansion, we also say S means sustain. How will the child sustain this knowledge? By spreading this knowledge, whatever he has learned, he or she, they have learned in the classroom, with others. They can share it with their friends, with their peers, or with the parents at home, with the teacher in the school, etc. So I have already explained you the meaning. This is the CHAMPS pedagogy. Um, so curiosity, as I said, as a first step, tap into the child's natural curiosity and excite them about what is coming their way. For example, you say, hello, let's meet Inky. And Inky, when Inky comes, it is the time to learn letters. So when you do this, this is just to build the curiosity and tell them, okay, so we are going to do, yesterday we did so and so, today we are going to do this. That becomes your hint. In action, you do the main action. In manifest, you practice. In probe, you ask them a question. And in sustain, you help them spread this knowledge and help them also self-assess. We also have a feature called I Can in the books, which means self-assessment, again recommended by NCF. So this is what the CHAMPS pedagogy is. Now, CHAMPS pedagogy we have given in the teacher's manual, because teacher's manual is considered as an input for teaching, and books, which are theme books, it is just a compilation of the worksheets, that is output. What you teach is not given in the book. What you teach, how you teach, is given in the teacher's manual. So therefore, my request to all the educators, those who are present online here and attending to this webinar, is go through the teacher's manual, check the steps, how you are supposed to deliver that particular concept using the CHAMPS pedagogy, and then get the worksheet done in the classroom. This is how it has been designed, and that is the right way. The 5-step learning process that is happening in Little Champs is actually happening in the teacher's manual, not in the book. Book is a compilation of worksheets. For such a young age group, it is not advised to have books which are full of text. Here it is more of a worksheets, and have idea is to have larger pictures for picture reading. Okay, moving on. So this is one of the lesson plans that I have chosen for today's demo. Let's see how do we deliver this lesson plan following the CHAMPS pedagogy. Okay, so lesson plan is already on your screen, but I will demonstrate CHAMPS, all the components one by one. So here it is. The moment you start, this is a lesson plan 2.2 level 1 from theme 2, wherein we are going to do today a poem called head, shoulders, knees, and toes. How teacher is supposed to start this particular lesson plan? I will just give you a short demo. Let's see. Hello, children. How are you all? Look, who's there in our classroom today? Hi. Say hello to Inky. Can you see who's this? This is Inky. Inky the octopus. When Inky comes from the land of letters, it helps us to read the letters. It helps us to learn the language. It also helps us to learn a new poem. So I've got a poem for you from the town of Tiny Tunes. So this was my C part, curiosity. This is how I generate curiosity in the minds of learners, that what are we going to do next. Moving on, when I have to give them hint. Okay, do you know what all body parts you've got? Can you tell me what it is? Okay, can you tell me what are these? Can you tell me what do you call them? Oh, these are my cheeks. Okay, so let's do a poem called Head, Shoulders, Knees and Toes. We will recite it together. Now there are two ways of doing it. You can display the page from the ebook and play the music, or you can also play the animation and invite the students to join in. I'm just going to play the animation while the page is also displayed. Try doing this in the class and ask students to follow you. I'm going to play the animation. Let's see if we enjoy.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
All right, you do this once or twice, and I would suggest please do not bank on only the video animations. I would strongly recommend that teachers also sing the song slowly, slowly, so that students can catch your words. For example, if I would be teacher, I would say head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, and maybe you can go even slower, slow, so that students can catch your words, and they also start saying the same words with the correct pronunciation. And later on you can take the help of audio video for the students to follow. This was our main action plan, wherein you take action. You have already done this. Now what do we do in manifest? Whether we want to see whether students have understood or not, which all body parts, because the what is the learning outcome associated with this poem? The learning outcome was identification of the body parts and whether they are able to name the body parts or not. Okay, so I would say, okay, now let's do this. We will do certain actions using our body parts. Let's clap using our hands. Invite the students to clap using their hands. They will do that. Then maybe next time you can keep, you don't do action and ask them, can you snap with your fingers? See if they come up. If not, then you give them a hint. This is called snapping. Snap with your fingers. So you will come to know, one, you will come to know whether they know what are their fingers, what do we call fingers as, and second is you're also building the vocabulary of snapping. Third, they are enjoying. It's a very kinesthetic activity that you're doing. Then you invite them, okay, can you stomp using your feet? Or maybe next, can you hum? No, they may not know what is humming, so teacher needs to demonstrate that. And you invite the students, they also do it, and this is how they will love it. And you can also I can also sniff using my nose. So using my nose, I can do sniffing as well. And invite the students to do that. They will have a lot of fun. Believe me, they will have a lot of fun doing this. And try asking them, can you snore? Or you can build up even few more, actions, and they will have a lot of fun in the classroom. So you will achieve your learning outcome with a lot of fun, play, music, and movement if you do this. So this becomes your M, which is manifest. You will come to know whether they have understood or not. Now, to probe, you can ask them simple questions like, did you have fun today? Talk about what makes you different and special. And then in the end, towards the sustained part, you can ask them to attempt I can section, wherein you ask them, have you learned the names of some body parts that we have done today? Mainly head, shoulders, knees, and toes. These are the. I don't know why teachers are saying no in the chat box. Is it the previous one? The audio thing? Poonam or Preeti, can you please confirm if the audio of the video which I played was audible?
It was audible, ma'am.
All right. Thank you, Poonam. All right. Cool. Moving on. So this was one of the lesson plans, and I just demonstrated one lesson plan from English. Similarly, in English, in maths, for all the grades, for general awareness, you have the lesson plans given in CHAMPS format. Okay. This is how I would expect all teachers to go prepared after reading the lesson plan and execute in the real-time classroom. Moving on. All right. So we also have few extra activities which we give. But before I disclose what is that, I would want you to think of baking a cake. Okay. To bake a cake, what all you do? You can see on the screen. You measure the ingredients. You do mixing and baking. Then you give a shape to the cake and you decorate the cake. Okay. Tell me which part of this process would you enjoy the most? I repeat my question. Out of these four parts, four steps of baking a cake, which is measuring ingredients, mixing and baking, shaping the cake, or decorating the cake, what is that you enjoy the most? Give me your answer in the chat box. I'm waiting. Decorating. Okay, people are saying decorating the cake. Okay. I need more answers. Shaping. Okay. Mixing, shaping, but 90% answers are like decorating the cake. Okay.
One answer was eating the cake.
One answer was eating the cake.
Yeah.
Of course. That is, of course. Shaping, mixing, decorating, tasting. Why not? Tasting, of course. Cool. Now, my second question to all of you. Which step, if not done properly, will ruin the cake? My question has changed. Okay. Which step, if not done properly, can ruin the cake or will ruin the cake? Okay. I'm assuming now the answers which are coming are for the second question. Mixing, okay, decorating, baking. Yes, bake. If baking goes wrong, everything is gone wrong. Okay. Still people saying, okay, some people are saying all steps are equally important. That is also true. All four. Okay, mixing, planning, and okay. Cool. Baking, measuring. Yes, measuring is also very critical. Okay. Cool. Let's see what was the intent of, doing this exercise. So basically, when you measure the ingredients, there is maths involved in that, right? When you mix or bake or put it on the right temperature in the oven, that is science and technology. When you decorate, it's your completely art. And when you shape the cake, it is engineering. You can give it a shape of square, you can give it a shape of, circle. Some people go more creative, they give it a shape of heart shape too, or maybe double story cakes, what all. It is all about engineering. Agree? Do you agree with me? All parts are important, Seema ma'am? Yes. Vanita ma'am? Yes. Maths and science? Okay. Do you agree all these steps are important, and this is real? We face, you do all this in kitchen every day. I've just taken one example of baking a cake. Even to make a simple curry, you do a lot of maths in that. You do a lot of arts in that. When you decorate, when you garnish your dish, that is also arts, right? Cool. So we understood this thing now, that these things are essential and they go hand in hand. These are very important life skills. You just cannot, life is not like that. Okay, just take arts and you will never have to do anything with maths. We are teachers, we go and teach in the schools, largely from the humanities background, but you do maths day in, day out. You go for shopping, you do a lot of calculation, you do a lot of science and technology at home, while baking, while cooking, or while doing even washing clothes in a washing machine, automatic machine. You do a lot of science, you deal with a lot of science and technology every day, right? Therefore, to kind of foster this kind of acumen right from the beginning stage, very simple activities that we bring in our curriculum, we call them as team activities. We're not doing it with beginner, they're too young to understand this, but in level 1 and level 2, theme based, one activity, STEAM activity per theme we have given. They have been ingested on the LMS. Please go through them. These are some names: rainbow colors or 3D shapes printing for the theme 1. In theme 2, you're making my guitar or strong bones, all these things. So go through them and help your children do this. This activity has to be done once in 6 weeks, which is okay. I think one full day, or maybe this activity can also be spread in 2 to 3 days. Gradually do it stepwise in 2 days, 3 days times. But let us do these activities with our students, because as you saw, that learning outcome that we derive from these activities is really good. I will explain you one activity that we have, for STEAM activities. We have one. So there is an activity called, wherein we have to test the endurance of a boat. Okay. And that activity, how we do is, through a story, we build curiosity. STEAM activities are also given in CHAMPS format. So here comes the gingerman bread. Okay. There was an old lady who was very hungry, and she wanted to bake some bread for her. And she baked some bread, give it a shape of, gingerbread man, and put it in the oven. The moment she, took out gingerbread man from the oven, oh my God, what happens? It came alive and it started running. He said, please don't eat me. And that old lady is running behind the ginger old man. And old lady is trying to following her. So what happens in the end? He said, if you want to eat me, come across the river and then that's how you can eat me. And she thought of, what is that we need to cross river or travel over water. Obviously the kids will say boat. Okay. And then she teaches them, okay, teachers can teach them, let's make a boat, but we will make boat 3 ways: one out of paper, one out of aluminum foil, and one out of ice. We using, we can use ice cream sticks and make a plank out of that. And then check we float them in the water, let children observe that, And then we say, okay, let's test which one is the strongest design. So now we come to the science and technology part of it. Put a coin in each board that we have made. Test its endurance one by one, and let children derive which design is best and why. So in these interesting ways, you can actually help children build this acumen. You can help foster their science and maths and technology acumen at such a tender and a younger age too. Okay, so this was one of the STEAM activities that we have, and you can go on find out about the rest also from the LMS. All these activities are there. Moving on, how do we culminate now? So we have learned about the main curriculum. That curriculum is theme based. The 5-step learning process is followed through the CHAMPS pedagogy. We have taken a demo of CHAMPS lesson plan. We've also seen the STEAM activities. Now, how do we culminate the theme? We culminate the theme through values. Okay, we do a value quest and then followed by Bal Mila. Let's see what is value quest. So any curriculum that is not helping children form some values, build some values, I think that's not right. But yeah, values cannot be taught. It can only be practiced. It can only be caught. Okay, therefore you have to practice or demonstrate the values in front of students day in, day out. Therefore, the activities that we have given on the value quest page towards the end of the theme, they have something to do with, not something to preach. Okay, gone are those days when you used to tell them story and then say moral of the story is so and so. So now you expect the students to never tell a lie. That doesn't happen, guys. That doesn't happen. Believe me, teachers. So values cannot be taught this way. You always have to demonstrate or help them take an action, which uh, which helps them understand or practice the value. Okay, therefore here is, on in front of you, you have value themes matrix. So with every theme we have one value tagged. For example, with shapes and colors, habit becomes second nature, which means good habits we're talking here. Then all about me, self-love. Animals or plants and animals theme, we practice kindness. With food theme, gratitude. Holiday theme, embracing the diversity when you travel. And weather, environmental awareness or nature's love. Okay, these are very heavy terms for children, but when you do it with simple practical activities or worksheets, it become a little easy for them to understand. You might not have to talk about that, okay, we are going to focus on kindness or gratitude. It will happen automatically when you do this activity with the students. Okay, so this is how you culminate the theme. But why value based learning? As you can see, NEP, NCF, they have given lot of evidences about this, that education has to be value based. This age is for imbibing habits, values, disciplines, punctuality, all this. Okay, not only just learning the language or the numbers. That is why it is very important to integrate values into the system. Um, that's how you culminate. Now, what happens? I will just showcase one of the value based stories also, which is from our Medley Magic. I'll just play this animation. Take a look at this.
Jojo the puppy. Jojo the puppy couldn't find his mummy. He looked everywhere, but he couldn't find her. Jojo was tired and hungry. He sat in a corner and cried. It was getting darker, and Jojo was afraid. Just then, a little girl named Tara was passing by. She took Jojo in her arms and hugged him. Tara brought him home. She placed a bowl of milk and bread in front of him. She asked her parents if she could keep him and take care of him. Tara and her parents built a small kennel for Jojo. Jojo now has a new family and a home.
Cool. So this was one of the examples of value-based story also, which is there in the Medley Magic. Plus, we will do value quest activities, which are given in the end of the theme box. All right. So somebody asked in the chat, what about the Bal Mela? Bal Mela is your D-Day when you culminate the entire theme. You can involve community. You can invite parents also that day and help them see what their children have learned in the last 6 weeks. If not, after every theme, I would strongly suggest that do conduct at least 2 Bal Melas during the year. One before the half yearly assessment and one is before the end of the year assessment. Okay, at least 2 times you should involve community, but otherwise every time you finish a theme, do a Bal Mela. I will show you a glimpse of it. What we have done is in the teacher's manual, we have given 3 options of what activities you can do on the Bal Mela. But since you are teachers, you have many more ideas, I'm sure, much more ideas than that we have, because you are the queens of your classrooms. Therefore, you can think of doing anything which you think is going to be better than that. You can multiply our ideas. You can build on your own. It is completely fine. There is no right or wrong way of conducting a Bal Mela. Idea is to culminate all the learnings that they have gone through in the last 5 or 6 weeks and present it and help children come to a conclusion that okay, this theme is over and now we are moving on to the next theme. So this has been recommended by NCF for foundational grades. I'm just going to showcase a Bal Mela from this particular academic session from one of the schools in Kashmir. Let's take a look.
Dot. Start.
All right, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will wait for more and more videos from all the schools now. those who will conduct Bal Mela. This is one of our most favorite thing to watch our kids right from your schools and see. It's very, very exciting and encouraging to see kids, how they perform during the Bal Melas. And I think it will give them a sense of accomplishment when you do this, when you conduct Bal Melas in your schools. So all the best for this. We will wait for more videos to pour in now. Moving on, now I will, I would like to take you to the LMS, and we will discuss, what to see, how to locate things on the LMS, because OA Little Champs is an integrated product. Digital complements the print offering, and we would really want teachers to go onto the LMS and explore the digital offerings also that we have along with this. Things like, sounds of letters, things like, more animations, interactivities, or games. You should explore it on the LMS and take it through. Okay. So I'm going to allow me to, share my screen once again, and I'll take you to the live server. Great. As you can see, this is the page where you land in after you log in onto the LMS. Now you can select the class from this panel. For example, I go to level 1. You can select the theme from this. If you are in theme 1, you will select this. If you are in theme 2, let's say we will select theme 2. You can enter the theme, and then now you can go to English, Maths, General Awareness, wherever you want to go. For example, this is English, and you want to access how do I teach, let's say, letter A. You go to letter A, go to weekly plan, and this is how your CHAMPS lesson plan is displayed. Okay. So all the lesson plans of Little Champs are written in a weekly format. For example, Monday, you will do this. And then moving on to, let's say, Tuesday, go to day 2. Wednesday, day 3. And Thursday is your day 4. And Friday is your day 5. In case your school is functioning all 6 days, it's fine. You can help students, do revise, catch up with the work of, students, those who were absent, do a craft activity, do a STEAM activity, more on Saturdays. Use Saturdays for assessment, self-assessment, worksheets, etc. But if you follow the lesson plans, otherwise also you'll be able to complete all this. Whatever is the asset is tagged, okay, that you can launch from this button. We just played this song, so it is the same lesson plan, I guess. You can play the lesson assets from here, which is any animation, audio, video, anything, any game or interactivity that comes here. I'll share my screen once again. Okay, in case you want to explore only the learning resources, you can go here, and all the learning resources are here. For example, now you want to listen to the phonic sounds. Okay, go to this, and you may play this. Okay, to check the sound of letter A.
A.
Or These are flashcards. In case you want to play the animations, which is a story of letters A to E, you may do this. Cool. So this is how you can open the learning resources. I'm sorry, when you are on live LMS, you have to share your screen again and again. I just hope it is visible now, though I'm checking on TV side by side. So this is the tab of learning resources that we have. Any subject that you need, you open that subject and you can check the learning resources or weekly plans from here. The next feature which I want to show you is of question bank. Here is a question bank, lot of variety of questions, and these questions are also picture based, etc. So probably you can, because we understand that these students cannot read the questions, so we have given also audio along with this. See. I repeat this.
Mark the statement true or false. The girl is up and the boy is down.
I say true. Let's say what happens, and I submit. Okay, it tells me scored marks 1, maximum marks 1, which means my question was right, and I can close it. Okay, so this is how. Now, how you can also generate a question bank using using these questions from this tab. Okay, let's say whichever questions you want to select, you may, let's say, select true or false type questions. Okay, you can, let's say I want to do it on curve lines. Okay, you can do it from here. And last but not least, I would also, and we will have a dedicated session on LMS also. That day, Sumit and team, our digital head and his team, will help you explore more features of LMS. But I want to give you a glimpse of the LMS because you should know basic things, where to toggle, where to go, how to navigate, and from where to open, let's say, book, and from where to refer to the lesson plans, etc. Okay, I will again share my screen. Sorry, it just keeps on going back. You cannot download the question, but what you can do is you can create a test out of this. Cool. So now I'm trying to open an ebook. It is still visible. Okay. So this is your ebook. Let's say play this.
Now do these actions with your head, shoulders, knees and toes. Bob your head from side to side. Lift your shoulders and bring them down.
This is an interactive ebook. You have the audio also. You can go to TOC direct from here. Let's say you want to access so and so page number directly, you can go from TOC. For example, I just clicked on page number 12 and I landed directly there. You want to bookmark any page, that also can be done in case you highlight anything. So I do this. I select my content. Sorry, I'll try once again.
My mother's name is Beena.
Okay. I do highlight it. That can be highlighted in
His
the color.
name is Buzo. His name is Buzo.
I want to go back now, let's say to page number 20. You can simply go to page number 20 by doing this. Now I want to go back to page number 18. You can do it like this. Okay. If you want a single page view, just click on this once. If you want a double page view on your TV screen to demonstrate in the classroom, TV or LCD, whatever you have in the classroom, or sometimes, interactive panels that you have in your classroom, you just click depending upon the kind of device that you have in your classroom, you can choose the view. You can also control the audio speed. This is a new feature that we added this time, because some people were saying that, for example, I want speed to be lesser than even 1x, because my students will take some time in understanding the English language audio. So you can decrease the speed from here, and then
One day,
now it is
Miss
going slow.
Vinita told the children in her class that she was going to give them a task.
Teacher's gone.
Okay, then you go to pen. Okay, I leave it here. Now you go to pen, pick up the pick up any color. You can underline and show it to the students on the interactive board that you have, or the TV, wherever you have displayed. For example, you want to highlight something. You want to say, okay, can you please look at this picture, and just do this. You can highlight very well. Then you also have a zoom in, zoom out feature. Okay. Then there are some games embedded on certain pages. It is very interesting. For example, mask. Okay. I want to put a mask here, and I ask students, do you remember who was sitting in a circle here? What was the picture here? So asks these questions to check the understanding of the students, maybe the next day when you're done with this. Okay. So do this, or you can do the opposite of this by putting a spotlight. And just talk about this picture, that do you remember what did we discuss yesterday? So that remove all the distractions or the text on the page, just talk about the picture, bring the students focused attention on a particular thing, then you can use spotlight. Okay, this is how you use the different features of the ebook. I would urge all our teachers to use all the elements, all the components that I have shown on the LMS, and please use it very well in the classroom so that you can make most of the curriculum. So digital is not something which is compulsory, but I would say if used in a limited way, but when your children need, let's say, visual stimulation, it's a best way to show them, but in a limited way. We have given you a lot. You can choose to what to use, when to use, as per the lesson plans also we have mentioned. This way it will help you deliver multi-mode based multimodal teaching in a balanced way, and it will cater to the needs of visual, auditory, kinesthetic, all kind of students in classroom at the same time. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Because zoom in, zoom out is the feature only to increase or decrease the page. Okay. When you do that, obviously audio will not be synced, because audio is synced with the right proportion of the page, which is actual layout. That is why when you zoom in, zoom out, you cannot hear the sound. Yes, ma'am. Could be any network issue, Vani ma'am, at your end, because audio is very clear, network is very much here. All right, moving on. So this was about it. Anything else that you would want to know? I have shown you the books. I have shown you the LMS, its main components. Most of the things we have explored. We will have a dedicated session on activity kit and holistic progress card, because they are big sessions in its own. And my colleague Swati will walk you through the activity kit and activity kit, how to use it, and how to use holistic progress card that we have designed. We will have that session somewhere in the first week of June. I would urge all the teachers of pre-primary to attend those 2 sessions as well. They will be very, very interesting. The kind of this puppet that I have shown you, that kit is full of the puppets and all the theme based manipulatives, magnetic board, letters, numbers, etc. So we would like to showcase all the components in detail, and also talk about how to use them. All right. So this is what we will do in the sequel sessions of Story Little Chance. For now, we have covered what is print talking, and what is that you should refer to on the LMS. And any questions that if you have, please put it on the chat box. I'll be happy to take that.
Deepa, I have converted all the questions into Q&A. So I've already am reflecting it. If you'll go to Q&A,
Sure.
not the chat, Q&A. I've put all the questions in Q&A.
Yes. I have answered the first question, which is when you zoom in or zoom out, we can't use audio, correct? Because that's a very specific feature. You basically mess up with the page layout of the ebook. Therefore, you cannot. Audio cannot be synced in with the zoomed in or zoomed out view, because it will mess up with that. It's a technical thing. Then how to adjust the speed? I just showed it how to adjust the speed. Okay. Should I go back again? Okay, I can go back. Okay, let's go. Abhirami ma'am, this is only for you. I'm opening it again. I'm playing the ebook. Okay, do let me know if you can see. Here is the audio speed button, ma'am. Click on this. Right now, the normal speed is 1x, which is normal. If you want to decrease the speed, do it like this. If you want to increase the speed, just increase it to 1.5. So this is a new functionality that we have given in your ebooks. Okay. I hope this is clear now. Cool. Going back. The next question is how to prepare worksheet. AI generated worksheet, it is still under testing. We are testing this. We will come back to you with this feature. What else? These are the 3 questions. Preeti, is that all?
Okay.
I can't scroll anymore.
Yeah, I will do that. Exactly where to click to open animation source. One question is this.
Sorry. Exactly
Animation.
where to click to open
animation
source. Okay. I'll go back again.
I would request that you stay on the LMS only, because a couple of more questions are related to LMS only.
Sure. So, ma'am, you have to go under learning resources. Okay. When you select the subject, for example, I want an animation related to English level 1, go to learning resources. The types of learning resources are mentioned here. It is very clearly written here, animation. Click on this animation, this play button, and you will land up on the animation.
Thank you, Deepa.
Okay.
Can we download the questions?
No, you cannot download the question, but you can generate a test and share it with the students. You can generate it with selected students also. You can generate it with the whole class as well. We will give you full-fledged walkthrough of this in our LMS session, how to generate a complete test or a worksheet using our question bank on 28th. Please stay tuned for that as well.
How can we get year plan?
How can we get?
The year plan, complete plan. Complete annual plan, year plan.
We can get theme plans. The whole year plan, the syllabus document, we have put it under Teacher's Corner. I hope if you're talking about that.
Yes.
I'll just share my screen once again. It just goes off when you... So, ma'am, I have come under Teacher's Corner. Here you can access all the syllabus documents are lying here in the Teacher's Corner. Even your Medley Magic, somebody had asked Medley Magic book. Where is it? Where is it located? It is also in the Teacher's Corner. Extra worksheets are also here. And the entire PDF of the entire syllabus, that is also in the manual. You can go and check the whole syllabus here as well.
Is Bal Mela and culmination two different activities?
No, Bal Mela is a way of culminating the theme. So this is how we suggest that you culminate the theme. You may also culminate it, in a conventional manner by, let's say, assessing the students through a worksheet or something, or by conducting a small, special assembly kind of a thing. But when you do a Bal Mela, then it's like a celebration of their learning. That is why we recommend that you culminate the theme through Bal Mela. This is one of the ways to culminate the theme.
When we zoom in and zoom out, we are not able to use the audio.
I have answered this question twice.
And another also you have answered, how to adjust the speed, how to prepare worksheet, and how to set question paper. This Deepa has already mentioned. That stay tuned for complete learning management system session, which will be conducted in this week only. So these questions will be answered in detail in that session. Okay. I think one more. We have a medley magic, but there is no animation or audio, video, visual. By myself, I explain story and read.
Ma'am, first of all, we have the animations of Medley Magic. In English, you will find those animations. Okay. Secondly, I feel that Medley Magic, I mean, stories, first of all, we should not show animations, we should not jump on animations quickly. What, a teacher can create a magic by telling a story in the classroom with expressions, and what are the benefits of read aloud are much more than just playing an animation. I understand that playing an animation is a very easy way, though if you ask me as an educationalist, I would do read aloud and teach a story that way first and capture their attention. It will help increase their listening skills. It will help build us better attention span, and uh, and also a lot of bonding happens when teacher tells that story. You don't have to explain, you have to tell a story like with complete voice modulations, expressions, and with some props like this. That's all it requires, and that is much more beneficial than just playing an animation. However, you will find medley magic animations are already there. I showed one already in this webinar, Jojo's home, something like that. I've already shown that. That is from medley magic. So all the stories of medley magic, there are animations, but they are present in the English learning resources. And we have also mentioned in the circle time plan when to use them.
Why there is no topic of seasons and vehicles for nursery grade?
Because we will go step by step only. Okay. With nursery, we feel that it's not good to burden them with too many things at one point in time. They are learning with, they are already learning four themes. However, in those four themes also we have subtly talked about airplane and bus, etc., somewhere. So it's not that we're not at all touching it. But as a progression from beginner to level 1 and level 2, we are dealing with transport and weather in levels 1 and level 2. Beginner is just 3-year-old child. Sometimes they're not even 3-year-old when they come to class. So I think we should go a little easy with these kids.
I think couple of more questions, but they are all related to LMS, Deepa.
Okay.
How to make question paper, and again, I request you to have. Okay, so Asha Bisht, ma'am, you can get in touch with your academic excellence team member. So they will let you know that how they will provide you with the kit, or the salesperson of your school. How to make lesson plans also will be taken up in the detailed LMS session, academic plan as well. Are there animation videos for level 2? As I went through some chapters but couldn't find. There are, ma'am. You have to filter properly. How do I make picture in lively using app? How do I make pictures in lively using app? Binita, ma'am, the question is not very clear. Okay. Okay, so Varsha Bavala ma'am is replying to your reply that the school forcing to teach seasons and vehicle topic for nursery grade.
I think your academic excellence person can get in touch with the school and explain it, how much is necessary and how much is not.
Asha Bish ma'am, for all the manuals and your teacher copy, please get in touch with the salesperson or the academic excellence of your school. Put it in the WhatsApp group which has been created. It will be resolved soon. Okay. Why there is no festival in L2? Do we have to make lesson plan again, or we can follow the OA manual?
You don't have to. You don't have to.
That's all, Deepa. I think by and large you have answered to all the questions.
Okay.
Yeah. Deepa, from your side, are we done?
Yes, thank you very much, teachers, for joining in today and being very patient with us, listening to me. In case you have any more questions, please put in. We will. I promise that we will take a deep dive session into three things more. One is that how to generate a question paper using LMS. That's one which Sumit and team will cover on 28. And then activity kit, it will take quite some time. So a dedicated session on this, and holistic progress card. So I would request all the teachers to tune into these three sessions as well to clarify rest of the things as well. So today's session was focused more on pedagogy, frameworks, how to do worksheets, how to deliver the concepts in the classroom using the basic things from the elements like weekly lesson plan or ebook or learning resources or where are the question items of question bank, etc. I hope it was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you in the upcoming sessions too. Thank you so much. All of you have a very good and pleasant evening, and take good care of yourselves. Thank you.
Thank you, Deepa, very much. And thank you, teachers, for joining this insightful session. Please fill the feedback form, which will be generated now. And after filling the feedback form, you will get your certificates. Thank you for joining today's session, and we look forward to see you in another sessions as well. Thank you so much.